Hello, here we are. Today is the day in this college, Discovery University, as SIMS4. They have to give, these two here have to give a presentation. This is their first term working towards their distinguished degree. So she is drinking her focused and energized and happy because when it's time for her to go give her presentation, usually on the day of the exam, they'll give them a negative, like they're anxious and nervous buff. And so we're just getting ahead of that. We'll go ahead and give her her happy potion or whatever, so that way if they do give her a negative buff of being anxious, it'll negate that. So then make sure she goes to the bathroom, make sure they're all in good moods. So I'll go over here, cheat their mood, because she is getting ready to leave. She's got to be out here at 8 a.m. and to be able to go give her presentation and making sure that that is in her inventory. So here it is right here. And you can click on it and say it, but it can only be done between 8 and 4:30. So her class, it needs to be done before her final class, which this is a Tuesday and Thursday class. So she's already done Thursday. So this is her last day since she started. They enrolled on Wednesday. Their day started on Thursday. So that means she's going to end on Tuesday. It's only a 2 days in the term. So today is the day. So I'm going to send her off at 8 a.m. to go give her presentation. So as soon as it says 8 a.m., and then her class, these two are basically in the same course, but they just have different times. Her class is not till 1:30. So I'm going to have her go ahead and do a little bit of work on her presentation, since that is what she's doing today. So I'll have her go ahead and refine it and reorganize it just a little bit. And you usually will get a notice that there's nothing that they can do to make that presentation any better. Okay, so meanwhile, while she's doing that, she's already got all her focus and happy potions. Whoop, it's not letting me place it. Okay. Okay, so I will have her come out here and work on it just a little bit. Just getting them warmed up for the big presentation, which is what she's getting ready to do. Okay, but her class is not until 1:30, but her class, let's see. Yeah, so Cassie, it, this is Cassie right here. So I'll have her do that till about 7:30, and then just getting her warmed up for the big presentation. And then he over here just submitted his term paper. Let's see. So his class is at 11, but he doesn't really have anything left to do because he's already submitted his term paper. So this is a class he has today, Basic Economic Theory. So I will have him, since he has just a little bit of time left, go ahead and cram for study for Basic Economic Theory, because that's what his class is today. But he's already submitted a term paper, so he's kind of done with that class, really. But anything you can do to help get the best grade possible, just do it. All right. Okay, so we're getting close to the time for Cassie. Let's see what it says up here. Okay. It says right here, this is Sal, you are a stellar student. That is the best response you can get from emailing your professor on how are they doing in that particular class. This is the response you want to get, to know that your student is doing fine in that course. Anything less than that, you need to do more to get a better grade. So it says you're a stellar student and have one of the highest grades in my class. I wish more of my students were as committed as you were to mastering the material. That is the best that you can get. If you get this message, you got a solid grade, you need to do a little bit more, right? Let's see, where is it? Stellar student, stellar student, stellar student, stellar student, stellar student, stellar student. Okay, here it is right here. It says you put in a solid term and a solid grade. Any additional academic work you've still got, your grade is certainly satisfactory. Of course, if you're still working on your craft, he hadn't turned in a paper yet, but this is probably why he gets solid student. But he did go ahead and study a little bit more in that particular. So this is Lenny right here. His class is in 4 hours. He is currently studying that particular course. So hopefully he will do well, right? In fact, I'm going to go ahead and have him cancel that. Meanwhile, I'm going to have her go ahead and get ready. But when you do the presentation, it'll say, well, there's not really anything you can do to make it any better. So in practice presenting, feedback, all of that is really important. But so both of these do today presentations to give. So it is time, young lady. I'm going to go ahead. She's feeling energized. I don't want to wear out her energy. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in her thing here. Okay, I'm going to have her go here. Because just as soon as it says 8 a.m., I want her to be off to go do and give her presentation. This is her first term. So she is working in she's getting a distinguished degree in fine arts. So they're both going to be in floral arrangement. So she and her are both getting the same degree. And the rest of the 4 of them are getting the administrative branch of the economics degree because they're going to work for home in the education branch. So, and they're all doing the distinguished degrees. Okay, so what is he doing there? All right. So, let's see. His course is at 9:30. So I'm going to have him go ahead. Let's see. 11 a.m. So he's got till 11 a.m. So I'll have him go ahead and study just a little bit more on basic economic theory before he does his class. Because this is his last day for that class. Oh, wow. Time flew. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and have her go give her presentation. So I'm going to click on that. Give final presentation. And off she goes. Now, it's different because usually when they go to the class, they'll like disappear. Now, I don't know. I don't know where she's going. Now, when Kazi, the one who was working for a judge degree, he got on his bike and he just sort of flew away on his ET flying bike. But I don't know where she's going. Okay. I don't know why that is so different. It's almost like they go somewhere else than class to give the presentation. I don't know why that's so different. But anyways, let me see who else has early morning class. So it's currently, let's see, 3 hours. Okay, so we got some of them, actually all of them have, yeah, they all have class at 11 a.m. No, she has class at 3. All right, so we got 3 of them with classes at 11 a.m. So meanwhile, she's working on her thing here. Whoop. I'll have her practice presenting. I don't know what his issue is. He wants to buy something. Oh my goodness, dude, really? Where is she going? I did not tell her to go give the final presentation. I must have clicked on the wrong thing. Oh well, I can't stop it now because if I cancel it, it might mess it up. I mean, she's good. She should be fine. I did not want that, but what the heck? She didn't even have to do that until later today. Oh, well, that's fine. And this guy here... Okay, so he's off giving his... He wants to go shopping, so golly gee, we'll have him purchase something. Get him a Kaboom box. I have to go and tweak his characters because that's not something like that's not even appropriate, right? See if that helps him feel better. Really, dude? That does not even make sense. Oh, browse Plopsy. Medium painting, small painting, toddler drum sets. That's all that's on Plopsy. We'll get we'll get him a cross stitch or something. Thank you for your purchase. Your item can be found in his inventory. I don't know. This is kind of annoying. It's something they just bought recently. That's like, he's not... That's ridiculous. Because I went in and tweaked his needs. And I don't know why they changed their traits like that. That's kind of annoying. And why is she tweaking? When music is not on. Where is she? Because the music should be on. Does she not have a radio in her room? No? Really? And what is he doing? I don't know. I'll have her go downstairs. Because there is a radio in here. Turn it on. Focus. Alright. That should help her. Alright. With 6 Sims, I gotta stay on top of who has what. Okay, so her class is not till 3. Basic economic theory. Okay, well, she's in a bad mood, so I'm not gonna mess with her right now. Basic economic theory, so... Oh, he's studying already. Okay, good deal. Alright, he's studying. So I'm going to have him take a break. And have him do some studying. Why is she not down here? Okay, in her class, she's got time for studying, but she's kind of in a bad mood, so we're going to get her all spiced up. And maybe have her a little chit-chat with her. And he's just getting on my nerves, this guy. I'm going to have to go in and take him into CAS. And sometimes you just click on the mailbox, do that little cheat there. Oh, gosh. See, he's managed household, cook, help students as asked. He's the house manager. That is Freddie's great uncle-in-law. This guy here, this is his great uncle-in-law. Okay. And we'll have him go over here and get some coffee. Actually, he needs to brew some. Oh, he's got class in 30 minutes. Scratch that, dude. Alright. Now, I'm going to borrow some of her stuff that she has. Fear be gone. What? Okay, so I'm going to have her buy some. Turn this off. This is what I do. Like, she's got all the points. He doesn't have any, so I will have a couple of these handy. Some energized potions handy. Some focus potions handy. some happy potions handy. I'm gonna buy a bunch for the house. Especially for that guy, the way he's being all cringy and whatnot. A bunch of confident potions and focus potions when you send them off to do their, if they're taking an exam or giving a presentation, then give them that before they go. And she's back? Wait a minute, where is she? Oh, she's attending class. And she is... Where is she? Why is this on again? Okay. So since she has all this stuff here... Alright, so I'm going to put these out on the table for him. Happy potion. So if they're in a bad mood that's like affecting their ability to study, because the game is just being so, sometimes they're really overzealous with a negative buff, whatever. You can just deal with it by giving them these. Okay, so let's see. He's got class in just a minute. Yep. So he probably doesn't even have any time to drink this. So what I'll do is I'll just put it in his thing here. That's a focus potion. I'll give him one of those. I'm going to have him go here. And then I'll just click on that for him to drink. Because I need him... Oh, he's got the coffee. I tried to cancel that, but... Because now... Dang it. Okay. Now he's late. Yeah. And I can tell him to drink that, and he may drink it when he's gone, but whatever. It's okay, because he does not have, hang on a second. He doesn't have, this one was a submitted term paper, which he's already submitted, so he's fine. See, you can't have them doing this when there's class ready. Rats. And there's another one that needs to go to class. He's at university. He says he's at university, but he's on his way. See, now they're late. That's bad. You do not want them running late. That's so bad. I hope that doesn't affect their grade. They can get a B instead of an A. But thankfully, this is a class where he's got stellar. He's at stellar. Okay, so this one, to get a decent grade out of that class, though she saw some other students seeming to learn proactively, still she thinks this will help with her final grade. So this is what just happened with Cassie. This is Cassie. And she's pretty much... What? Why is it saying she has class in 2 days? Oh no, she gave a presentation already. She should not have class in 2 days. That doesn't make sense. Because she started on a Thursday, and this is Tuesday, so just don't pay any attention to that. She does not have class in 2 days. Okay. You will only go to class on Tuesday and Thursday once. She started on Thursday. She just finished this day, so that's over. I don't care what that says. It's over. Okay, so then tomorrow is the last day, because she started on Friday on this class, and today is... she just completed, wait a minute, class in 2 days. Right, so she will take the exam tomorrow. And that will be the last day. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, is the last day for this term. Okay, so I'm just trying to make everybody is done for the day. No, okay, so Cherry still has work, so I'm going to have her study basic economic theory, because she still has time since she has a late class. So if they have an early class, then they need to do their cramming either early in the morning or like the night before. But having a class later in the day is a benefit for her because it gives her more time. And then I'll have her drink one of these. Really and truly, these are good for the day of an exam and when they're giving presentation. That's really when you want them to have that. Let's see how she did. I'm not getting... Okay, so here's what I'll do with them. What? Why is she way over here? Did she not give her presentation? No, she did. I think. So it's checked off. That means she did it. I just don't understand why she's way over there. I'm going to have her come here and email her professor to see how she did. It's not giving that option. Why is it not giving that option? Okay, click on that. So I guess she's not going to be able to email her professor. I guess you're limited how many times you can do that. Nope. It's not going to let her do that. Okay, so she can still do that. And we'll see what he says. And if he's like, well, then she'll need to go and do some studying on that also. We'll have him pay the bills. $19,000 for this 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, but it's got a pool. Okay, let's see. So everybody's done for today. She has her final exam at 8 a.m. And then she's got a final at 11 a.m. All right. So I'm going to have her go ahead and email her professor because it's getting kind of late in the day. And we'll get some feedback and see if she needs to do some more studying. Okay, so these 3 are now coming back. Let's see what it says. We should get some notifications up here on how they did. So, okay, let's see what it says. Look who it is. Is that her uncle or dad? Okay, so that's the triplets' dad. Okay, so Kenny turned his homework confidently. That kind of effort will surely be a great help to his final grade in the course. Confident, squeeze different. So he's getting the same thing. So they're all getting the same positive notification about their work on that class. So that's good. All right. Let's have one of the guys that just got back from class come in and say hi. I don't know what she is doing. This is her dad. He's coming in and checking on his girls, see how things are going. Winding down to the end of the course. So, starting a class, the best way to start a class is don't start it on Monday. Because then you won't have the weekend to cram. That's one of the important things about Discovery Unity. The best tip is to start a class like in the middle of the week. So if you enroll on a Wednesday or on a Tuesday, but whatever you do, do not start your class week on a Monday. Because, wait a minute, if you enroll on Sunday, and then you don't want the class week to start on a Monday, because then you won't have the weekend to do a bunch of studying. So they enrolled on Wednesday, and their courses started on Thursday. So they had all weekend long to split up the week. So basically, it's kind of like having 2 weeks. That's the best way to do it, to have that weekend to do a lot of homework and studying. But if you start your class on Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Tuesday and Thursday, I mean, you're just going to have all that crammed into those 5 days and no weekend for studying. And that's horrible. I can't even imagine doing it that way. No way, no way, no way. Good night. What is wrong with her? She just got mad at him. Dude, I hate that mischief thing. I hate that. You know, I'm going to debug him. Dude, stop that. See, I don't allow them to have mischief. I say every single one of my Sims, I say no to mischief, that they dislike that. But the game takes over and then they pick it up. And nobody likes it. And I don't like that. So you can go in and you should be able to use a cheat to decrease that particular skill if they have that skill and take it down to 0. So I'm gonna go in. That's so annoying though. Okay, so it is now 1:30. I think she just left. And you know, see what I'm saying? Okay, so he comes over. She's literally getting ready to go to class, and he makes her mad. That's what happens. I've said this before in a video. Whenever, you know, especially when they're getting close to being at the end of that course, they will come over and they will make the sim mad. Or they'll come over and distract them or something stupid. Like, literally, she's late for class, so that affected her. But her dad, that is so messed up. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so she has class from 1:30 until 2:55. All right. I didn't get a chance to get her, whatever. She's fine. But in the morning, before they go to do their exams are where they get the negative buff that they will be nervous and anxious, and so that's what these are for, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop these, and these guys their next class is at 9:30 and they have an exam. So I want him to have, this is confident potion, one for him. This is the same thing, confident focus potion. So he will have focused and confident. And I will give him the same thing, confident. So that way it just kind of helps them, because the game, no matter how well they're doing, no matter how confident they are, no matter whatever they do to keep their stress down, the game will just give them a buggy mood. So that's what these are good for. There you go. And she's got a bunch. She's got the happy potions. So we're going to drop some of those out. That'll help them with their anxiety. Well, I didn't want to take all of them. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of those in each one of these. Whoop, what'd I do? I grabbed the wrong one. I did. Oh well. So when the game decides to put them in a bad mood because they're anxious or whatever, I'm like, you know what, forget you. Alright. She's got 3 happy potions. Well, you gotta share, honey. Alright. That's good. Okay. And so we got one more. Who else goes to school today? I think that's it. They're all done for the day. But guess what? Watch this. Okay, make sure they don't have any homework. Just click on that. Nobody has any homework. Nope, because their last day is tomorrow and they're going to take an exam. Nope, she's got one. Girlfriend, do your homework. Alright, so she's going to do her homework. I don't know why she didn't get that done. Yikes. Oh my gosh, she's got class in 37 minutes. Hang on a second. Working on my market. Basic economic. She submitted her term paper. You know what? She can do that later. I'm going to have her I think she already drank some. She did. She needs to drink focus potion. Confident potion. Energized. Focus potion. And then come out here. Because she's got to go to class. This is the last one of the day. Let me tweak her knees. Make sure she got to go to the bathroom. Girl, where are you going? No, stop doing dishes. Come out here. I'll get the dishes. You gotta go to... Alright. Okay, so she's back. Let's see what it said about her work today. It said she solidly turned... Okay, so she's... Off she goes then. Okay, so she got the good response that she should be okay in that class. So, let's see if it will let her... I think once they do the final class, I don't think she can email the professor again, but we'll see. Nope. So that's it for the day. Beginning brushwork. So I will have them... Oop. They all need to do what... They're going to all cram for their test tomorrow. Okay, so Sally has exam at 8 a.m. in beginning brushwork. So I'm going to have her research the value of painting. And after she gets done that, now that will time out and it will stop. But when you have them study, it won't, they'll study until you make them stop. Okay, so and we will have her study, and she needs to study this article that's the skill is painting, so have them read something about painting and that will increase that skill, no matter the fact that they're 10 on painting. It doesn't matter how high skill their painting is. That doesn't matter. Okay, so he's got exam at 3 in working on my market moves. And the skill for that is charisma. So we will have him study that article, and then we will have him study for working on my marketing moves. And then he should be fine. He should do okay in the morning with his class. Same thing. We will have him study charisma. Then study for working on my marketing moves. And have him basically do the same. Research charisma. And then study for this. See, the other one's grayed out because he's already completed that. This is done. It says all work for basic economy theory has been completed. Final grades for the course are already being submitted. So you won't get the course until after they take the final exam. And then a few hours later, you'll get the notification about your work. So, you know what would be really cool? Like, if we end the class on Wednesday, it'd be cool that, you know, if we could have, like, a few days off before the next term. But they don't do that. If you sign up to take the next class, then you just start straight away. It's like they don't even give you a week off. I think that they need to rethink that, right? Anyways, bad. So they're all studying away. Study, study, study. What is she doing? She's got class. Working on my market moves. Why is she not studying? Not sure what she's doing there. Okay, well, we need to get her to work. We're going to have her do the same thing. She needs to work on research, charisma, and then study for her test. I'm hoping that they all get at least A averages. It would be nice if they get all A's, but at least they get A averages. That's what the goal is. 6 Sims in the same household going to college at the same time. That's the challenge. And they're only taking 2 courses though. Man, this is a lot. 6 Sims, but it's 2 courses. So try to imagine, there's no way that I'm going to do 4 courses. Like, I did 1 Sim to get a judge position. He did a senior's degree, and he did 4 credits, 4 classes, 3 terms, and finished his. That was a lot. So this is 2, but 6 Sims at the same time. So I'm going to do 2, 3, 3, 3, and 2. So it's going to take 5 terms to get their degrees, because like I'm going to take my time. But as long as you can get the degree done in 5 terms, no more than 5 terms, has to be done in 5 terms. So you can break it up however you want. Discover University Challenge. Take the challenge. Ay. But it's fun though. I mean, these triplets though, and their boyfriends. Okay, so Freddie here is her boyfriend, and this is Lenny, and Lenny is dating Sally. Okay, and Kenny is dating Cassie. They're at the level they're ready to be engaged. So I'm figuring probably after they finish this term and get their grades, they're gonna have their celebration party. Hopefully they will successfully complete their course, and then you'll see if they're ready to be engaged. Because I've been seeing the offer for them to propose has been popping up, so we'll see. But anyways, meanwhile, we're gonna have Uncle Tomato come in here and cook some food. First he needs to clean that out. Yucky. Then we'll have him cook a grand meal. How about some turkey? Yeah. And that way they can all eat dinner and have a little R&R, cram for study, go to bed, and then they've all got exams in the morning. At 11 a.m. Every one of them has exams in the morning. We got another 11 a.m. So these 2 are dating and they have class together. How cool is that? And then 11, he's got 9:30 class. And he's got 3 o'clock class. And then she's got a 3 o'clock class. And then this one, Sally, she needs to be out here at 8 a.m. Alright. So we'll let them study until dinner is ready. Meanwhile, we'll make sure they've got this stuff in his thing here. So he's got happy, confident. He's got confident, happy, and inner focus potion. Oh, that's his sister's calling, wanting to come over. We'll invite her over. Confident. But see, that's the thing. You're going to get calls from people. They will show up at your door minutes before they're ready to take off. Just like her own father did before she was supposed to go give her a presentation. He comes over there and upsets her with mischief. That was so wrong. Yes. Okay. So they've all got their potions for the morning before they go take their exam. Confident. He needs a focus potion. So let me borrow some from her. We'll have him call to Meal.
Slangy!
All right.
Beyond!
She's got confident, energized, fear be gone, focused, and happy. So we need some more focus potions. So I'll go ahead and go to the store and get some more focus potions. All right. Okay, we'll stick some of those out here. Alright, so now I'm gonna stick some of that in there.
Whoa. Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta make sure that he's got focus potions in their thing, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, now he's got two. I didn't mean to do that. So he's got happy, confident, and focused. She's got happy, focused. We need to give her confident. Confident, energized, and focused. And she needs confident potion. And she's got plenty of points. There. Plenty of stuff to deal with this game's buggy, wiggy moods that they give them. Alright. Now. Her class starts at 3. Beginning brushwork. So this thing over here is broken again. So we will have her study for that. And then we'll have her take a bath with soaks and then go to bed. Alright. And then this guy. Charisma, take final exam. Working on my marketing moves. Oh, look at him. He's going at it. Okay, dude, you're good. You're good, dude. I'll send him to bed. I'll have him take a bath with soaks and then go to bed. Whoops. That was the wrong one. I meant this one. Huh? That's Lenny. He needs to eat. And then go to bed. And Cherry, she studied enough. Go to bed, girlfriend. After that. Make sure she gets some good night's sleep. We'll let her cram a little bit before she goes to school. Why do I have her? No. Okay. That should be good. And then off in the morning, they will go to take their exams. So stay tuned. Let's see how they do. Are they gonna do well in their exams and graduate with A's? We'll find out.